Hello, everyone. Welcome back to ESL TV.
What are you laughing at, Jason?
Anyways, this is the EPS Germany 2014 Spring Finals coming into for CSGO. And I believe we're going to get things underway here in just a few. But we already saw Mousesports go up against Enro Griffins. Had a fantastic first game on Inferno.
Yep.
Had more of a stomp, obviously, on Dust 2 for Mousesports, now going through into the finals. But now we have Wildfire going up against Alternate here. This could be an interesting game.
Yeah,
this really could.
There is a lot of good players within these two lineups. Now, you may not necessarily see it straight away, but they are genuinely very talented.
Who would have thought? Inferno, Dust 2, Mirage.
Come on. Come on, Matt Poole. Come on. But still, yeah, Season Out, Cash Out, Nuke, and Train. So, you know, we're stuck with Inferno, Dust 2, and Mirage. It's not the end of the world. I still like these maps enough. There's a nice little fluffy bunny. Is that a bunny? What are you? I'm not sure what that is.
My Little Pony.
No. Mirage will be first. So you get to at least see the one you wanted to see. So that's one bonus. Dust 2 and then Inferno. Okay, so interesting choices. Not sure where I want to put my money after seeing the Wildfire.
Asmo just wants to hug everything.
See, you heard the Feel song, man.
I'm sorry, but your taste in music is atrocious.
Amazing.
Atrocious.
What? How is it atrocious? Sorry, it's not just
Is there
angsty
audio on
teenager.
this, by the way?
What?
Do we have audio on this?
It'll probably be German, but you're welcome to try it.
No, it shouldn't be anything.
Yeah.
All right, so we won't have Pansy's shoddy spectating anymore. We won't have us in game.
To be fair, my spectating was really bad.
Wait, so you can call it bad, but I can't call it bad?
Yes, that's how it works.
So is that like when a woman can call herself...
Look at us, we're so happy.
Superman.
Man, he had those hugs. The feels are everywhere. Such feels.
But they have a really nice lineup, too. I mean, obviously, Alternate, they've been known as N Faculty before with a little bit of a different change, and they won in the spring season 2013. Yeah. So, obviously, I mean, they have some shoes to fill here, and Wildfire, I feel like they could be one of those teams that catch them off guard because they have obviously have QK Mantis, and I believe it was MNL previously playing with Asmo. So, there's obviously a lot of history between these two teams, and I honestly couldn't tell you which one's going to win, but Mirage, I always love that map.
Yeah, it's
I mean, we got our fix of it at Katowice, casting Group A with Virtus Pro, obviously, and with Hellraisers and Titan.
Don't even remind me of this. Sorry, that was some incredible games back then.
It was, and one thing we have to also keep in mind here is that, you know, Alternate, they didn't get into Katowice. They got knocked out pretty much at like the last stage of groups to actually get jumped into it, and you know, maybe they have something to prove here. You know, obviously as a team, you know, to themselves, to their, you know, their organization. There we go.
I was going to leave you with that one too.
Yeah, I knew you were. Right. That's why I get so nervous. But, you know, I think they can show us that they're still a very top-notch team here. And if anything, you know, Wildfire, they're the underdogs coming into this.
Yeah, but you can't look past that talent they've got in there. You know, and the thing you've also got to realize is, obviously, guys in the background enjoying to get a little thumbs up. But the thing you got to realize is, you know, Asmo's played with most of these guys. They've kind of played, you know, in these kind of various teams, and it's very similar to. And it looks like, actually, at the moment, Alternate have more women on their side than the opposition. And that's what matters. That's the difference.
TV cameraman, you know, the IM cameraman.
He just finds them. It's like the one in the room. But no. Yeah, and you can go and vote if you want to. You guys are asking for votes. Maybe it's still up. I'm not too sure. But the thing I was going to say was, everyone knows each other's play styles. It's very like, you know, within like let's say country scene, so you know, you got the Swedish scene, you got the UK scene, and like all the different countries, you kind of end up knowing the opponents really well and their strategies. So like I can imagine Asmo's played with most of these guys, which he has, and a couple of the others back and forth. You're going to know how they play individually. And
not to mention outside of EPS, there's still so many tournaments that they play, you know, against each other. But the thing is, this isn't just like we picked 4 teams and they're now playing in the semifinals for this. They've been playing through the entire season, obviously against each other many, many times. So that only goes to show you that they definitely know each other inside and out here. And maybe that's what Enro Griffins were doing against Mousesports earlier, trying to catch them off guard by being hyper aggressive sometimes.
Yeah.
And on Inferno, it sure as hell worked.
Yeah, it definitely did. I'm not sure what to expect from Mirage, though. I haven't, as I said, I'll happily admit, I've not actually cast that much CSGO recently. Sadly, it's been everything but. So,
but like every game you cast in Katowice was Mirage.
Yeah, but I had the good games.
Yeah, I had nothing good.
I got to cast with Heaton. What a beautiful man.
That guy is so handsome.
Jeez. He just like flexes his muscles and just pregnant women everywhere in Katowice.
I don't know how you stayed focused on that game.
Yeah, it was
like my eyes would have not been on the screen.
Are you saying nothing is not as attractive as Heaton?
I'm pretty sure everyone can agree that nothing is not as attractive as Heaton.
Whoa. Come on now. He's a cute little guy.
Dude, Heaton's biceps, he could like...
They're pretty monstrous.
He could
like,
pop my...
terrifying.
Never mind. I was gonna say, pop my entire head off with his biceps.
Wow.
He put me in a stranglehold, but that has nothing to do with this. So we should probably stop talking about it because I don't even want to look at chat when it comes to them actually catching up to this point.
It's all right. They're still going about why is there girl
yeah,
they're still on
casting?
that point. This part you might need to be careful about. They're kind of catching up. So shots fired. Yeah, they're getting there.
But yeah, guys, obviously we can see you in chat, so it's nice to be able to read what you guys are talking about. You also tweet to us.
Nice is a strong word. Interesting, I think.
It's
more
good to have. It helps keep us going
on our
here.
toes, you know.
Yeah, on our toes.
But no, do make sure you get involved. By the way, guys, we did tell you before. I'd like to hear you guys at home, like mostly get involved with your predictions because we don't get to see it too much. And look, there's a poodle on the screen.
Okay,
is that a poodle? I think
No.
it is. Yeah, that's got to be a poodle. Come on.
It's something I want to kick.
Wow, that's really nice.
So it could be a cat.
That's not a cat. What's
I
wrong
hate
with you? Have you
cats.
never seen a cat before?
So you can obviously get in touch with us at Twitter at They Call Me Pansy at Jay Kaplan. Always like hearing what you guys have to say.
Yeah.
Always checking the Twitterverse between games here and
Twitterverse.
always let us know. Who do you guys think's going to win here? Because
That's what I
we
wanna
saw
hear.
some votes obviously on the screen, but you can obviously head over to the web pages as well and put your votes in there, or even obviously let us know your votes in chat.
Yeah, indeed. So we are going to wait for these guys to get ready, and yeah, give us your votes in chat for now. Okay, don't actually
Okay.
do the vote thing
Apparently,
because
Moobot doesn't like
Moobot
that.
is an aggressive, angry person. So just put the name in.
That's a good
just the
idea. We
name.
could do a straw poll if you want to make one real quick while we're waiting for the teams to get ready and then link it in
That's
chat.
a lot of effort. You know.
Yeah, we wouldn't want you to go through a lot of effort. We saw that did with you having to cast and spectate at the same time.
Look, I have been blessed with great spectators like Steele for a while. Okay, Steele, he looks like he's not slept for about 14 hours, mostly because he hasn't, and he just comes in and does the best job in the world with spectating. So, yeah, I can't give him too
And he
much
doesn't
grief.
complain either.
No, he just sits there. He like
spectated
powers
every
through.
game we did, but we
Yeah.
got to rotate casting, and he was like,
Just
"Yeah, it's a normal day for me."
Boom, straight in. He's a really good guy on that front. I can't give him any grief on that. I do miss having a dedicated spectator of that sort of caliber. But we'll be sticking along with the German guys as they'll be spectating it. So I'm looking forward to that. Don't do the vote thing, dear Lord. It's
I
just.
think I
catching
just
up.
saw that guy who made your blog say something about you in chat.
I can only hope so.
I'm trying to remember his name. What was his name?
The naughty lemon.
The naughty. I think he said something about your eyes.
That's good.
How
That's great.
That's blue as the sky.
Wow, buddy. Are we really talking about this? What map will he be playing? It's a best of 3. It'll be Mirage, then Dust 2, then Inferno. So, in that order, I believe. Otherwise, I wrote it down wrong. But I do believe that is the way it's going. I'm not sure who picked which. But we can probably find out once we get on there.
Dust 2 chosen by Wildfire. So the first
Okay.
map was chosen by Alternate.
All right, so Alternate get the first map almost in their favour. So that'll be interesting to see. And I think we can all agree that Alternate maybe have the upper hand in this one. Especially, within the aspect of people knowing a lot about the organisation, who they are, a lot of key figures within, especially the German scene.
Does have a good
Asmo's been
opera,
around
too.
for about a million years.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty sure he lived in our studio for a while. Like, every single EPS event that comes around, he's always here. It's always nice seeing him, don't get me wrong. And did any of you guys did you ever see the dance video he did? He's actually a good little dancer.
I think so.
Yeah, man. He's
Was that the boot camp or something?
I can't remember. It was like under the bridge here in Cologne somewhere. But
that's
if he
a
gets
little
like an ace or something or top frags, I'll try and see if I can get him to
I
do
know it
something
happens
similar.
under that bridge sometimes. Dancing, apparently.
Yeah, dancing. Just gonna leave you with that, Jace. Just gonna leave you with that one right there.
I had something to say, but I just completely forgot. I got sidetracked.
You always get sidetracked, but it looks like the headsets are
Oh
going
yeah,
on.
Crystal on Alternate. Fantastic opera. So they chose Mirage, so it lead me to believe he feels very confident to lock down middle. And as we saw, so many times
Yeah.
with the Katowice event and even Fragmite Masters and even Star Series, that if you control middle, you control like the pace of the game. And
Yeah. Also, quick thank you to the mods for doing the whole straw poll thing with sub mode only on, because Twitch chat is not nice to people, and I like seeing the 1G things up in there. It's all good, and one thing I really like is the amount of streamers, as I was saying, and a lot of the bigger people on Twitch now
hey
getting
yo,
behind.
sorry.
Wow,
I watched
man.
Summit.
Yeah, someone's a good guy. But, I saw Shizzle in here. Slice Syndicate watches a lot of CSGO as well. It's just nice seeing a lot.
Lyric.
Yeah, Lyric. Good old Lyric.
That's funny. Is those people who are not even pro players, but they still enjoy the game.
Yeah, they're getting a lot
And
of
then
viewership. It's awesome.
we get into the pro player side, and you get Freiberg with like 10K viewers sometimes.
Freiberg is a beautiful man.
He
though.
is handsome. You had Pasha with
He's
5K
so
yesterday.
nice, Freiberg. Like, he's
He's
the
like a big teddy
nicest,
bear.
cuddly teddy bear in the
Yeah.
world. Like, if you ever meet the guy, don't say hello, just run up and cuddle him. I'm sure he'll really appreciate
And
it.
Forrest, he's like the guy that you would
That
find.
beard.
Yeah, you would find like in the middle of Forest, just like rugged and can like
If you got a bit of a crush on Forrest, don't
No,
you, buddy?
no.
Yeah.
a little bit on Get Right, a little bit.
Yeah, get right.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. I'll look back rubs and everything from the audience. Mouse sports.
Is that me? That's something I would do.
This is why you're not allowed in front of camera anymore. We hide it. See, that's not a good beard compared to Forrest's. Forrest is like a manly beard.
It's like Family Guy, where Peter grows a beard and has like a bird nest inside of his beard, and
that could happen. That definitely could happen. I see lyric cats. That's little kitties. See, you'd hate them. You'd hate
freaking
them.
hate cats.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Cats are the...
Wow, he had 10K yesterday, Pasha. That's really awesome. See, I love this. Like, I think before, when DreamHack did it and Katowice, it was a little bit smaller on the streamers, and it was like, these guys are really good, and they're actually good streamers, and they're good personalities. It's nice to see the community really getting behind, like, the mainstream kind of ways to promote players, and they're doing really well for themselves. It's awesome. It's refreshing for me when I look at Twitch, and I'm like, okay, League. Oh, CSGO's, like, in the top 5 of, even just, like, the player streams. It's really awesome to see, so I love that.
One thing I dislike, though, is the fact that there's no real consistent pro players streaming. Like they're very like sporadic. I'll say.
The thing is, though, in other games, I feel like you can solo queue and actually get some good mechanical worth out of it. But and it's a little bit more enjoyable to watch.
Infested with hackers. Matchmaking's infested with hackers everywhere. It's you give me those hand gestures, but you look at Hiko I was watching the other day, constantly getting hackers against some Summit when he plays. It's really unfortunate. That's also one of the
Summit's
reasons.
Bad at gaming.
Not true. I mean, but there's the CA obviously some alternatives for him, but. I believe Titan's actually going to start streaming soon. I saw MBK mentioning
I saw a little
that he's
tweet
going to
coming
start
out
up.
as well. Yeah, that'd be really good. See, it's nice to see like these pro players actually getting the attention they deserve, because they're actually some of the personalities are hilarious. Like, I think we found a couple during IEM, like especially with Cadian, who's obviously not here at this event, but I've seen him casting for a couple of other streams, and it's really good to get these different personalities out there and actually show what people may not always understand, because a lot of these players you never used to have the option to watch them play and get to know them. You only got to know them through interviews and stuff like that, and it builds a really good audience. So it's nice with everyone kind of on the same page. Like, I'm definitely enjoying it, and Pasha streaming.
I remember MBK he was like stream hopping for the longest time. Like he was on Summit stream out of nowhere. He'd pop up on a couple of different
just
out of nowhere.
MBK arrives.
Yeah, and when he streams, actually, I'm really looking forward to seeing what he brings, because Hiko, he's one of the few in particular I'm thinking of that really talk about what they're doing and help you guys improve. Like they're always mentioning, this is why I didn't do this. This is why we're doing this kind of thing. It's always nice to have. And nothing to stream actually quite a bit as well.
Yeah, that's true. And he did it before it got quite big as well. He was quite, but he's always been quite savvy with how to promote himself as well. I think even back in the 1.6 days, like I saw somebody like, oh, here's an aiming tutorial by nothing. Here's this by this guy. Like he was always really well good at promoting themselves. And it's awesome seeing it now becoming a bigger thing. Definitely. So hopefully this will be underway. We aren't just talking nonsense to you guys to try and keep you guys busy while we're waiting for the game to start. Don't worry. We don't just care about streaming. We do have other things going on, but obviously right now we are just staring at the beautiful players.
Yeah, we're just, unfortunately we don't really have the direct connection to the producers to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I can imagine normally we'd have someone shouting in our ear going, "You've got another 10 minutes." I don't think it's going to be 10 minutes, but
fill for half an hour.
It's
so
not all the tanks. Calm down.
I'm gonna start talking really slowly to drag out the 30 minutes of filler.
All right, guys. I asked you before, get your predictions through. I'm not seeing predictions. Tweet to me.
Look at mine.
Either. Yeah, look at yours. I've got a tablet if you want some.
They like me more.
Yeah, true. Alternate attacks or wildfire. Tweet through. I can't say words. That's me messing up words. Tweet through to me or Jason. Both of us, actually. At J Kaplan for Jason and at They Call Me Pansy for myself, with one of the two teams. And if you predict it as well, that's pretty awesome.
Either.
Wow, man. Wow, guys in chat, come on. Get tweeting. Grill. There's no grills on the internet. Come on now.
Well, probably they're doing a barbecue here, actually. That's what they say.
Oh, they here for the barbecue?
No, they're apparently doing a barbecue. You said grills.
Yeah, I get that. Grills. It's funny that the camera shot just ends at Asmo there. I'm really curious why they don't pan.
Just be happy it's not zoomed in somewhere, okay? this is like the best shot we've ever had.
The best thing is that normally when they do the close zoom and then it comes to them really quickly, you see them just insta zoom out. Like, I was not looking this. Come on now.
Or they zoom out far enough to only show a certain thing and the player. Yeah, a certain area, and then the player as well. Those are always the best.
This is why I hate ESL. It takes so long for them to start a game. Okay, well. Let's break that comment down right now, because I get really frustrated by people saying this. Do you think we want to be talking for 20 minutes about this? Do you think we go, guys, hold up, guys, no, stop them playing. Yeah. We literally call the admins. You can't see, there he is. He's literally telling them, you need another 20 minutes to wait because the casters want to talk some more without a game. So just chill out.
I don't care if the server's not working right now or there's bugging. You need to get in there and play.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it goes. But anyway, guys, obviously, I think we are ready for the
good
knife
audio quality. Yeah, knife round. Audio quality's good.
It seems to be a lot better. Give us your feedback,
right.
obviously. We do actually really appreciate it.
See a comment in there in the chat that I just love. Wow, but knife round though.
Was mal get right auf.
Okay, apparently we're hearing their team speak as well in this one.
That's interesting. Let's leave it on there. Let's leave it them talk.
MNL hat Tipps.
Keine Ahnung wer.
Hopefully it's just this
beide
round.
Anschlitz.
We'll wait for the
MNL
next one. We'll see. Because I think this is someone putting it
Die
on.
haben beide
So.
angeschlossen.
Ja, so wird sich schön letzter. Asmod 100.
He's cheering because he knifed his own teammate.
Grills love knifing.
And spatulas.
All right, it's gone quiet again. I think we're safe. Bum bum. I think so. All right, I think we're okay.
I'm not.
I'm not certain
I'm not
yet. I'm like,
convinced.
oh damn. Okay.
There is a grill in him.
There is a grill in it.
Oh man.
No, I'm still sounding. Ooh. We hear. Do you think that's voice comms?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of comms, and I think just a mic. I think we have POV streams actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it might be.
So it could be a little bit of that.
Yeah, it could be.
But
We'll see. I'm going to live with this for a little while. I'm just going to see what's going on. Yeah.
wow.
I'm still hearing like
Yeah.
background noise. This is kind of confusing.
I'm also amazed at how long it takes to get the game going once we have the knife round happen.
That's because we told them we want a 30-minute break.
Guys, we need to show some grills that we want to sell
Need
on
to show them
the
grills.
screen. And then we'll eventually get back into it. Pansy biceps. Do you have biceps?
No, not at all. I wish I did. Yes. Wow, dramatic music.
That transition was very very
Oh
exotic.
man, I'm hyped up right now. See, I was just chilling out, getting ready for a good game, and it's just like, woo! Suddenly, it's all gone a little bit crazy up in here. See, they were all like talking about these grills and they got like excited. But anyway, guys, I think we are live into the game right now. The T side will be Team Alternate. CT side will be Team Wildfire. To go through the lineups, I'll be taking Team Alternate. It'll be Felix, Asmo, Crystal, Rack, and Solek. Why don't you take us through Team Wildfire?
Really? You're kind of a jerk. All right, so Team Wildfire, you have QK Mantis, Crumpton Humpen, NKJ, NKY, and well, Crumpton Humpen. That's his name. You did this to me. Don't laugh. Okay, I'll take this over since she's too busy laughing. Either way, QK Mantis picks up the first frag as NKY does respond as well, so it's 2 men down for Ultra. Asmo to charge straight in the winner room. Will actually take down Crumpton Humpen. And now transition over towards this B-side. Bomb is on Catwalk in the hands of Crystal, I believe. And they will look to push against us. It's 2 on 4. Now 1 on 4 as NK picks up that kill. And he'll be looking for the last one. There it is. Crystal getting taken down. And a very strong start by Wildfire here. Especially Crown to Humpin.
Stop. That will literally break me as a person.
How are you going to say his name when he's like 1v5?
Krauter. I'm not going to say the other part. Oh, guys, I'm going to be in a mess.
Can you say it at least once?
No, the CT side will have 1 round to the advantage at the moment. CT's looking pretty good there, as you said. They only lost 1 player during that, so let's see what Team Alternate can do. But they've gone for a bit of an investment here. You know, they've got the head armor on the go. Got a couple of decent pistols in the mix. They're certainly looking for a challenge, and Krauter does get a little bit of damage towards him, down to 79, but nothing too much going down so far. Rack receiving a little bit, Crystal as well, but they are making their way through mid. Right now, Asmo has found NKY, so not a bad exchange for them. The more kills they get, the more they chip away at these guys, the more possible it's looking, and NK has to be careful here. Crystal's found another, and that's not looking good for the CTs at the moment. They went for the Famous, they went for a bit of a buy-up on this one, and MNL finally coming back in onto Crystal, but it's a clean exchange so far. 3v3, Felix, Asmo, and Rack looking for more damage, and Felix in a great spot, doesn't get the kill, and now actually, NK could come around and do some real damage. Oh, denied by Felix. Perfect play from Alternate. They might turn this one around, and now just Krauter left in a 1v3. Stop it. Bad person. Anyway, he's got the first on towards Asmo. Excuse Jason. This is why he gets fired from bigger games. Bad Jason. 1v2 now.
Too far.
Damn.
Too far. Too mean.
Rack and Felix left alive, and Felix does do the job. Great turn of events there for the guys on your screen right now. Really stepping up when it mattered, actually. Credit to them.
Kind of upset. That was a little too mean. Anyway, so Wildfire and Alternate all tied up 1-1 here. A nice eco save coming in for Alternate, as you saw. A couple of CZs were picked up, but it worked out so damn well for them. And now Wildfire, well, they're the ones saving here, as we're going to have an Asmo throw over decoy over towards that A site. And now they're going to work towards middle here. And you see, invested into a couple of AKs. Felix with FAMAS, Rack and Solek both with the Ikalils. And NKY even getting a little aggressive here. It looks like they might be able to catch them out, realizing that they're probably going through middle, but they're actually going to go straight through connector here. And Krauter Humpen trying to hold on to this. As you see him just sitting inside of that smoke, MNL will get the kill onto Solik. And Mantis going to be waiting for him to push in through connector. But when they go through jungle, as you see, they're positioned to completely counter this. And Alternate realizing that Ecos, well, they aren't that hard to win. They're playing this one very safe. And well, the gun that they did have down, that Galil, Orange Wildfire has not been able to pick up here just yet. But already tense moments. I mean, we're in the third round of this game, and both teams are playing like this is map point here. And so they will work up Catwalk here. NK going to be back a sight. As, of course, the German caster's low, opening that Steam community, looking at their friend invites. But Felix will take down NK. And now MNL going to spot Crystal out in connector. Hopefully get the kill. The P250 get taken down here. And also have full control of this B site. And even NKY will be able to return a kill on the Crystal. So that'll be an AK in hand for them. But will they save it? Or will they go for it here? It's a 3-on-3. Krauter Humpen going to look for that guy back a bench, but unfortunately won't be able to see him. Alternate playing this one very safe, just sitting back. Tucked it inside, no need to chase down kills here. And it looks like they will actually save this with the Galil and AK in hand being actually transitioned over towards Palace. And well, Krauter just trying to look for something here with that P250. And unfortunately, won't really connect with the shots. And, you know, what's your thoughts on this? Because I really like Alternate playing it slow. I mean, they just won an eco round, and they realized how critical those can be here.
Yeah, and they invested quite, not heavily, but they went for the rifles. They didn't go for the easy kind of, or cheaper option, should I say. They went in for it. They got the AKs, they got the Galils on the go. I think they had a couple of Famises from...
Yeah, they had one on Felix from last round.
Right. So they did, really nicely. They invested into it, and they went nicely into the way that they played it slow. They took the time. They obviously didn't want to lose them, because then you give away the advantage you just gained. So it will be 2-1 to Alternate, and already big damage coming towards Krauter. He's going to be in trouble. He's going to have to back away a little bit there. He went for a little bit of a peek, first of all. But they do still have the AK and the Galil on Mantis there. So there's still a bit of a chance CTs could do something. The T side, should I say, are eyeing up that B-bomb side. Krauter already tagged up, down to 25 HP, is going to have to deal with the onslaught of almost the entirety of Alternate now. Making their way forward. Nice work from him picking up Felix. Does not get the second, however. But in the meantime, Mantis and NKY are making their way through at the moment. Long rotate for NKY, actually going the long way around. And Crystal's grenade already finding MNL, not making this look too viable, as Rack finding Mantis makes it look even worse, and even NKY is having none of that. He's going to back the hell out of there. And at the moment, Alternate look very, very strong. Yeah,
very strong indeed. I mean, you can see right now, all of them, quite a few kills. I believe Solik is the only man to actually pick up anything here. But also, not to mention, they've stored up on a lot of money now because of this. Obviously, just investing in Galils, keeping the majority of their guns from last round. They're able to save quite a bit here and, invest into those AWPs if they do actually want to use those. But one thing we haven't seen is that typical kind of... I mean, yeah, it's early on, so we'll probably sit here in just a few with some gun rounds. But remember back to Katowice, Virtus Pro, with the smoke play they would do on A. They would obviously smoke up connector, smoke up CT spawn, and just have smokes everywhere in the entire site. And they're always able to get into there because of that. And I want to see, does Alternate have anything prepared like that? Because as we can tell, they do have 2 or 3 smokes bought up here. And they finally do have an AWP in the hands of Crystal. So I think we're going to find out, can he make this work in middle? Is he even going to be challenged in middle? Not at the moment. He's actually not.
Well, looking at the start of where the last round went, Krauter got so damaged he could do nothing when he was on that B site. So maybe going for a little bit of a different peak this time. Going to be trying to support one of his teammates on that B site. Will be NK sitting in there. Rack and Solik just keep him busy. And look at those smokes completely locking down Wildfire. They're going to be waiting this one out. Alternate looking for that peak. Any sort of pick they can find here, as Crystal is eyeing up the A bomb site. The bomb is over by A as well. So 3 players hanging in wait. Rack catches a glimpse of NK, who's already down pretty low. 19 HP left towards him. But Felix has fallen to Mantis. So good start there, denying the easy push through. MNL finding Solik in mid has made this even harder now. A is looking pretty damn strong. Crystal yet to even get a bit of a peek of the opponents. They're playing very nicely to almost exclude him from this round. And now these 3 players still maintaining. Smoke coming out. Asmo finding Mantis, weakening some of the defenses on this A site. As Asmo now pushing forward, looking for a second. He's going to spot out NKY. He takes him down with some fair ease. And now 3v3. Asmo, not sure that's exactly what you want to do with that flash there, buddy, but still, they do have a good, solid way into this round, with Rack especially coming towards MNL. Crystal finally swinging into gear. Now just NK alive. He's going to take down Asmo, but still, you've got 2 fairly stacked out players left to do some damage towards, and I don't see him getting this, but still, bomb is going down. Crystal and Rack looking for a bit of a quick setup here, because they know NK was close. backing away, getting in a better position. Making his way in towards site. 18 HP, it's not a lot. Rack is waiting for one peek. He now knows where one is, but can he find out where Crystal is? He's spotted out the gun, he knows where he is. He's going to go for the shot, but gets denied anyway. Crystal will hold on, and another round for Alternate.
Great job out Crystal as well to switch up his guns real quickly right there, just so he can make sure to win the 1v1, then pick up that op right after. But as you can see, 4-1 in favor of Alternate. Not a lot of money to spend on the side of Wildfire, so going to get another Joe round here, it seems. As they're going to be saving up with these pistols. A couple of Deagles in there, though. Let's see, he's a P250 or two. It looks like they want to be able to pick up a killer as well. And MNL actually invested into armor, like regular armor, not even head armor here, without anyone else on the team. So I'm assuming he has actually a lot of money to spend. That's why he went for that. But either way, let's see if they can make anything happen here. And Rack will be pushing through Palace. Mantis pushed up middle here with that Deagle. Actually connects with Asmo quite a few times here. Down to 20 HP, and Nade's going to be coming in. Solid looking over towards middle. Won't get the kill onto NKY from Felix. And Mantis picking up 2 big kills with the Deagle. Can he turn into 3 here? And now it's a 4-on-3 situation. Looking for the second one at Crystal. He will get it. Can he connect with anyone else, though? As you see, Felix, 100 HP. Mantis already 3 kills in this round. And he will retreat back to connector for safety. And the rest of his team rotating over towards the site. And who was that man? MNL going for the flank here. They have to speed up here unless they can pick him off. And MNL, he'll get the perfect peek on Asmo. He will get the kill onto him. And now it's all in the hands of Felix. And let's see if he can do anything here. He's 1 against 3. And he takes down 1 person. We'll look for the second one over towards window. We'll hide inside that sword for a split second. But MNL comes up big. Picks up 2. And just as we were talking about eco rounds and how you can turn them around, Mantis, amazing job with that Deagle.
Yeah, and you can't really predict that ever happening, you know what I mean? You'll be like, okay, yeah, they're on the pistol. Let's be a little bit careful. We saw that Alternate like playing quite safe. I think we're getting a little bit of team comps in the background here. Here we are. So I'm going to go a little bit quiet, see if they leave this on for a while, see how it's sounding over there. Krauter closest to our screen. Clearly getting the tagging mid onto Crystal. Nice clean comms coming out from the CT side there, taken very carefully with what they're choosing to say, not trying to be over-descriptive, to the point, and efficient like Germans generally are. And right now, Wildfire will be slowly but surely having to do with Alternate as they are making their way towards that B site. NK, generally the man at the front, going to flash out and maybe try and find a slightly better spot to hold this. He does have the support from Krauter there coming in from the back room by B. As NK watching the push up from short. Here comes the push, though. Crowder does miss the shot he really could have done with landing, as now NK gets flashed out, but he does get 1. Crowder comes in with a 2nd, and Wildfire really dealing with Alternate. Hit 3 kills back to back for these guys, as now just Crystal and Solic left standing. Crystal and Solic have opened up nicely towards the A site. Only NKY really in a position to get there anytime soon, but look where that bomb is. It's nowhere near them, and Solic will be found as he pushes through, leaving just Crystal alive. He's got no hope in hell, and NK holds on. So very well played out once again by Team Wildfire there. And just solid play all in all. They knew where the bomb was. As soon as that was found, there was no hope for Crystal and Co.
Yeah, we're seeing really reminiscent of play of Inferno between Mouse Sports and Enros, really back and forth. And right now between these two teams, they're keeping it at the same pace. You're going to be a save for Alternate here. Have 4 CZs and 1 P250 here. But honestly, each team has already taken 1 eco round for themselves. It looks like, just assuming where they are on the map, they will be going for a little bit of a mid play yet again. Trying to contest it here, which is kind of funny. Considering they're only sitting on pistol, but Crouch already taken down. About 61 HP here with that op. And NK going to be the sole man in B to defend against it. NKY gets a nice shot at Asmo, picks up the first one. And we see Felix coming in through connector. Sulk will connect onto Croucher, picking up that one. That is an AWP down, and they will actually take him down. So he won't be able to really pick up that gun and use it here. And Felix looking for the shot on that guy inside of A site here. And they've been trying to get the shot onto MNL from the catwalk. But look at the health bars on the Team Wildfire. So damn low on 2 people. And if they can connect with those kills, those are major guns down for them to pick up. And Felix still looking for MNL over towards window. As you can see, they're still concentrating mostly around this middle area here, even boosting back into window. It's like, guys. And there will be MNL off to his side, and I believe MNL's waiting for him. Stu gets a shot. Rack will connect a little bit, but MNL gets the headshot. And now MNL will pick up a second on Felix. Just a Crystal last man standing, heading back towards spawn with no ammo. Picking up a Glock. And see what he can do. He could pull this off. Like, there is the potential for it. He's going to need to take some amazing aim out of him to connect with some shots here. And make it a little nice here in the middle. as he will actually peek in towards the window. Jumping straight in, goes for MNL, gets the burst onto him. But MNL will clean that one up. I believe that's his 4th kill of the round and pick up the AWP at the same time. So great job by Wildfire to hold on, only losing 1 man. 2 men.
Yeah, and I've got to say, Alternate are struggling here, to be completely honest. They're getting picked apart. And I don't think Wildfire are doing anything particularly special. They're just playing well. You know, MNL has been doing certainly brilliant work. I think he's playing the connector role, if I'm not mistaken. So he's doing, brilliantly. After the first couple of rounds where the splits through towards A seemed to catch them out, they've kind of adapted a little bit and worked that one through. Krauter looking for the opening shot there, just a pixel peak nearly down towards B, but it's all going to go down in mid if he's not careful, as he has to back away a touch this time, as the rest of the T side are eyeing up A. They're pushing through mid, actually up through that catwalk towards the B site. Nades coming through. Rack will be the first man in. NK just off to the side, but where are the reinforcements? The rest of the squad now coming in, pushing in towards the B site. Asmo finding one. So did Solid towards NK, so they know the site is now open for the taking. The remaining 3 players on the CT side, I don't think they can get back into this. We know how well Alternate lock down these sites once they get into them. And I think Wildfire feels the same here. They're not going to be going for this one at all. Only one really near it, I believe, was NKY. So playing it smart, trying to keep hold of their weapons. But Alternate, I've got to say it, once they get that B push down and they use mid as their rotating point, they become so strong. They really do get in towards these sites, playing smart. Bomb should be going any minute, and they might not even lose a player in this one. So smartly done is... I think it's NKY, I'm not 100% sure, because MNL and NKY do look oddly similar on my stream in the names. But yeah, it'll be the T side retaining near on all players. And yeah, we are running the stream on a potato, sadly. So, but still, 4-5 at the moment. Alternate picking up a nice B execution there. It seems that once they control mid and they don't lose players to MNL at any point, they become really, really strong. And we are hearing those German comms coming back in. So if you do speak German, do feel free to translate.
Vielleicht da oben Haus oder was?
Ja, aber jetzt gesmoked, das liegt da nicht an.
Untergrund kann er sein, wir sind nicht rund.
Sag, der letzte
Er chillt einfach, er chillt, warte noch.
Untergrund kann hochkommen, Manu.
Checkt da jemand ein bisschen?
Ja,
Ich
mach schon.
bin ready.
Felix?
Ja, ich komme jetzt.
Nee, kurz einer.
I think that's just about it for the audio, because the B execution will be starting again. It worked out brilliantly last round, Jason, so I'm hoping it works out for them now.
Well, let's see, NK is going to pick up the first kill here. Will get taken out by Solik, though. Krauter Humpen with the nade going to connect and do some decent damage to Solik and Crystal right there, but still he's smoked out with the AWP, and it's a 4-on-4 here. And Alternate up 5-4 here in this first half, and now Wildfire going to be pushing through catwalk. Felix going to be watching the flank. And Asmo will be waiting for him to push in through that smoke here. Will spot out the first man, but will he get the kill? Yes, he does with the nade. Ends up finishing him off here. Now Crystal looking towards Kitchen, picks up the kill on the Krauter Humpen. And now the second one he won't connect with, but still it's now a 1-on-2. Felix, last man standing inside of apartments. He will connect with the first couple of shots, but he won't pick it up. Now the bomb being defused. He actually stops the bomb from being defused, looking for the second kill. He will spray out at him, but Mantis now with the nade coming in. It's not going to be able to pick up the kill, but he will try to go for the defuse. Felix should be able to salvage that one and will pick it up. And as now Alternate going 6-4 here and winning some much needed rounds, but we do have to say this, though, Wildfire, they're making him work for it.
Yeah, Alternate, first of all, when they hit up that B site, it was clean. It was literally, a very clinical execution, should I say. The second time they go for it, you can see that already Wildfire were kind of working out what was going on. Very close round in comparison. So I can imagine Alternate will switch up for this one. Still a fully built out CT side, and MNL was the key factor before, constantly picking up kills either through the connector towards mid or coming back in and supporting. He's already got 2 this round, so he might be able to rack up some more kills here as only Asmo, Crystal and Rack are standing. And they're not in a position, they've not gained any ground really. And Krauter could, he doesn't actually spot Rack then, it was just below the the catwalk there, but still, this is a very hard round for these guys to break into. Mantis is low, so is MNL, but they know exactly where these guys want to go, so anything they do now will be up against the grain almost. And MNL, oh my god, Rack doesn't spot him, and MNL will get another one. That's 3 kills. Mantis will come in for his own, but still, Crystal and the last man standing, I know he can't do anything here. And it looks like Alternate are kind of just being funneled through with their only option of going B because they just can't seem to take down MNL. Yeah, so he's doing okay there, but I don't see him taking down the other 4.
It's weird to see them not control middle more. I mean, not utilize the window boost, not really work towards connector. Obviously, we saw MNL pick up a nice kill right there, but they seem to be struggling at hitting that A side from multiple directions. Obviously, I'm not the best player in the world, but just from what I can see. And Chris now maybe I should try to go for it here since he's a 1v4, but he has the AK in hand still. He might be able to pull something off. Maybe pull up another kill or
If you
two.
can
But
take away weapons from the opponents,
Yeah.
that's great. But you know, I think we all know this generally goes this way, and if he pulls it off, then I'll eat a hat. I keep betting this. I should stop.
yeah,
But
eventually it'll get the better of you.
I'm pretty sure that this is fairly secured with 3 players, Spooge and Crowder there, just watching it with the AWP. So you know, pretty safe round coming out. But I've got to say it. Alternate look like they're struggling to actually find a way through here. You know, they're looking okay when they hit up the B site. But when, you know, once Team Wildfire actually learn what they're doing there, they're really struggling to actually get in and get a clean round through. So we are seeing the impact, obviously, on the money coming from the T side this round.
That's the worst part is their money is that, you know, yeah, they win a round or 2 in a row, but then they lose again and they can't get a stable economy. And right now they're on the back of CZs yet again with a P250 on rack and working towards middle here as Crutcher Humpin looking towards Catwalk, looking down towards middle, maybe looking for a kill here. But MNL, he's holding connector so damn well here, not budging an inch. Alternate, like you said, they just cannot break into that AA site. And again, if you hit B every round, I mean, eventually they'll pretty much assume you're going to be going there every time and you'll be able to shut that one down as well. So, I don't know, not looking too great for Alternate. 6th round, though, not terrible. But it's interesting to see that over towards A, we're not seeing any of those Virtus Pro, you know, Hellraiser's kind of strategies coming out with those set smokes every time. They're kind of just working it in like it's almost a, I don't want to say almost a pug, that's a little bit too harsh, but they're just not really executing the strategies too well here. And as well, he'll be the last man standing. Spot out Croucher, but damn, that is a quick shot. Picks him up, only losing 1 man, all tied up 6-6.
Yeah, and I want to see MNL score right now, 15-8, and he's such an outstanding player for them at the moment. But the thing that always jumps to mind is, you know, when Pasha plays well, he plays a very similar position, maybe occasionally picking up the AWP instead of Crowd who does, but he's very similar to MNL in that sort of spot. He can literally dominate a whole game. So when you do get a player who's on point playing that position, it just limits so much of this map, and it's forced Alternate back to just being able to hit up B. Now, let's bear in mind, it's generally only 1 man playing their NK, and then get support immediately from Crowd when he spots a couple, which I can imagine will happen soon, but this could be a fake out from Alternate. I think it should be, because they're really just relying on this, and Mantis finding Asmo has really once again strangled their options here. They're going to have to hit out this B-side surely, but there's so many flashes, so many nades holding them back. It's so much hard work. And NK getting a little bit aggressive. Rack is still around. They might not be hitting this bomb site completely, but Rack is waiting for this one. As is NK. It's going to be who's quicker on the trigger in this instance. As NK actually now taking a more passive role in this one, leaving the bomb to work through mid. They knew they drew the AWP away from those from that mid. Still a player who can pick up that position, which is probably MNL, who can work his way over there, and Crowder can come back when they know it's not in threat. So for me, Alternate have done a nice bit of fake play on B. They've drawn them away, at least, you know, 1 player away, and maybe put MNL out of position. But now this is what it comes down to. They must find this final bit of execution. They're going back towards B. They know Crowder's still there. Crystal has found Mantis, however, but it's a quick clean-up squad from Wildfire coming in. 3 kills back-to-back. Rack, Crystal, and Solek going down. And Alternate are struggling here. They are down to near or nothing, and they don't have that many rounds to work something out.
I feel like Wildfire just has the perfect read on Alternate. I mean, execution is what's really hindering Alternate from getting any of these bombs down. They just they can't break into the site. They get counter flashed, counter smoked, and then they struggle from that. And well, right now they need to work out something. They're sending 4 men through Palace, 1 in through obviously the ramp. Gonna be saving here. NKY gonna get the amazing shot on the rack right there. We'll be able to pick up a second with the help of MNL. But Felix will be able to return it. And look at that. Just the complete control of that A site. Picking up another round yet again here. Only losing 1 man. But their money, they don't care. This is the last round anyways.
See, to be fair, the scoreline is still looking quite close.
Yeah.
8-6 doesn't seem that drastic. But you look at the way the rounds have gone. Okay, so I think it was the first round went to the CT side. It got turned early by Alternate. So they went on a bit of a spree for a while, picking up sporadic rounds. But now it just looks so dominant. But Alternate trying mid again. You know, it's not even Crowder working out with MNL, who's probably going to push up towards Connector, try and spot out the cross. He's done just that. Finding Asmo, finding Crystal. This man is an absolute monster. He's pretty much single-handedly just making it so much hard work for Alternate to get anywhere at all. NK still being the anchor on that B site. Picks up 1. He does go down to Rack, though, so they might have the opening they need, but it's going to be a quick rotate from the CTs. They know where they are. They've got the 2 players round the back. They're just going to strangle them in here. Crowder has to switch up to the pistol, gets pushed by Rack, but still, Mantis finding Felix has left Rack all alone in a 1v3 with very few options. He does have the bomb, though. Mantis is the only one really in between him and the other bomb site. Picking up the AWP, though. He's going to have to land these shots back-to-back here on 54 seconds. A lot of time to stay alive.
Oh, he threw his gun really far away.
Yeah, that's not ideal. There we go. He does end up switching back to it. Makes it through on the cross, so he just needs to be able to deal with Mantis. That's the one player who can really get him in this spot, and he doesn't check it particularly, and Mantis takes him down. And Wildfire, they deserve that lead there.
Yeah, 9-6 first half. Fantastic job by them. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Mirage was chosen by alternate.
Yeah, it was. Surprising,
so-
really. But then again, maybe, you look at the side.
That awkward high five. It came in there eventually. It got there.
It got there, which is the main thing.
It's funny to see N-Faculty supporting Wildfire when alternate used to be N-Faculty.
Yeah, it's just weird. But then again, it's the same in all these scenes. Every team's played for each other. These players know each other really well.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a quick start into the second half here. So why don't you take us away here? Because we will be having Team Wildfire on the T side and the CT side now Team Alternate.
That matchmaking strat heading towards B with all 5 men. Looks like they are going to push for it here, but they will get smoked up by Rock. Yes, that 5 sitters was actually going to be a little bit aggressive here, trying to get in a better bit of position here. Will spot them coming up. The flash coming completely blinds him up here. They obviously know he's there. He's sitting inside the smoke in between 2 people, and he gets taken down by Mantis right there. And that one will be Wildfire getting control of this B side here. NKY off to the side, looking for that man over Bar Kitchen. We'll pick it up. And that's where we'll get dropped. MNL, we're watching the flank here. We'll get the bomb down. And Crystal, Felix, and Solik, 3 on 4 here. Crystal trying to push up. Catwalk gets taken down by MNL here. And this should be a round here for Wildfire as Felix not really getting much accomplished from Kitchen. Solik either. And he won't drop to Mantis. Felix, last man standing, looking for one. He picks it up. But either way, that was Wildfire securing themselves the first pistol round in the second half. However, think about how it went on the CT side when they pick up the first pistol round. They got ecoed in the second.
True, but then again, Wildfire looked good then, and they're on the T side. They have the pistol. Obviously, slight bias, slight, only on the pistol.
Yeah.
And it switches back over to a minimal CT bias. This is probably one of the more even maps, even currently in rotation. Like it is minimally biased, and I'm looking for Return to show me a little more right now because they looked just so weak in the first half. I've got to say it. I love the guys as a team. I've known them for a long time, but they're not showing it right now. But anyway, all in B-Strat once again. 3-man stack from the CTs. If they're going to do it, now's the time. Rack with a stunning Deagle headshot. Goes back in for a second, gets denied by Mantis. And now Alternate are getting absolutely wrecked on this site. So Felix, Asmo, and Solek, the last 3 standing. And that's what's going to happen. Crowder just playing smart, waiting for Asmo to walk through that smoke there. Felix and Solek.
Ooh.
That's a sexy
That's a Huntsman
knife. Yeah, but there's not a lot they can do here. Maybe try and get a couple of kills on the way out, but anything more than that, you're going to struggle. Only MNL's really low. The rest, the other 3, are sitting pretty. So great round again from Team Wildfire. It's what we expect. Let's be serious here. It was, the pistol round after... it was the first pistol round coming in, basically, or the main round off the back of a pistol, if I get my words right. Felix has found Crowder, but it's not going to give him the round, so a couple of kills on the way out. We did see a change around the last time. This time, however, Wildfire will pick up 2 consecutive rounds, where Alternate only managed 1.
All right, now both teams are fighting for this 1-map lead coming to this. Remember, it's a best of 3, guys, and the winners will go on to play against Mouse Sports in the final a little bit later on today. But Wildfire, I mean, I think we both agreed they were the underdogs of this matchup, but they're not playing like it. Not at all.
Yeah, Alternate look like they're struggling, and they're down to just pistols, and, well, it's no surprise they're down to just pistols, but it's because they haven't even had a bomb plant, I don't think, yet. Did they get the bomb down once?
Wildfire?
No, Alternate. Yeah,
Alternate.
Wildfire. No. I'm absolutely going out of my brain. But Alternate, they've made, so little impact. That's the biggest thing
I think they've gotten, I think 3 kills total this
Maybe?
half? Maybe
One.
4?
I think it was from the Deagle. There was, 1.
Yeah, there was 2 last round, and then there was, I think, 2 the first round. But either way, the
Compare
push, it's coming in at A here, and Alternate are trying to take down someone here. MNL going to drop down under apartments here, under Palace, and they have full control of the A site. So look, has gotten a gun, though. That is a good sign, but you're going to buy next round anyways here.
And 5 HP, it's not too pretty.
Not at all. He also invested into that head armor. And Crystal, just waiting for maybe someone to push out. He does see or hear Croucher humping right below him. And he will pick up the kill onto that. So he'll have a gun in hand. And again, like we said before, they can buy next round. And it looks like they will just give up on this one here. So now 12-6. And Wildfire have yet to drop a round here in the second half. And the thing is, I'm looking at Crystal. It's a Galil worth saving. I mean, maybe for a teammate so they can save up for an op, something like that. But I mean, they're not getting that many kills around here. I wish we could hit tab and actually see how many they have in the second half or something like that. But
If only we were spectating.
yeah, if only. But they do have an op on Crystal.
Yeah.
Unless Asmo will be using that Galil. But this is gonna be difficult though. If Wildfire pull this off, that should be another save coming for Alternate, or at least they should have enough money stored up to buy minimal guns.
Well, let's find out here. Let's see what we've got going on. This is the first time we're seeing those guns really in play for Alternate. And, you know, they've got to get this round. It's as simple as that. If they get missed out of this round, then...
Nice nade. Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty beautiful. MNL taking down a fair way. Team Alternate playing pretty slow, actually, this time around, but they've been kind of spotted out by the opponents there. The T-side have gained control almost entirely of mid. Very different to the way we saw it last time around, when MNL was the player keeping real track on it. They have no one really challenging it this time, mostly probably because Asmo was taken fairly low quite early on with only the Galil. But still, this is not looking too good. They've lost control of mid. They've got, you know, they're just splitting it even. They haven't overly rotated anywhere else just yet. So I want to see where the T-side take this and how the execution goes. This is the first time we can really judge Alternate on that slightly favourable side here, as NKY is centimetres away from Asmo. Those smokes keeping him in the game. Sonic has found Mantis, so great start and Alternate. Big start for these two.
Yeah, they finally got a couple of kills. They finally have a man advantage here in this round, round number 19, actually. Crouter, as Asmo's in window, gotta start rotating over towards this A site. Looks like they do want to go for a hit on site. They have two men pushing that ramp. One in sandwich currently here as Felix does pick up one kill. MNL will respond though, and he was the big playmaker for him on that CT half here, but right now he's got to come out huge yet again. Felix up in Palace will spot the last man, Crouter, and he will pick him up here. So finally, Alternate getting some life in him, picking up a couple of kills. They lost two men, but Asmo only had a goal anyway, so he didn't really lose out on too much here.
Yeah, and that was the first really good round from Alternate we've seen coming through. Like, they looked really calm, they looked collected, they didn't, you know, peek out too much. Like, I was a little bit worried when Asmo went a little bit low at the start, then I was like, okay, they've lost control of Connector, kind of.
Right.
And then they may have gone for a push Wildfire could have executed, but, you know, they took their time as well, and Alternate actually held on really nicely. So maybe stopping the trend that was starting to build and, you know, reaffirming that, you know, Alternate can still do this. And there we go, Crowder, though, has opened up on that B site, which is completely undefended.
Well, he doesn't know that just yet here, but that was a fantastic shot by him, and he went off by himself too to, you know, make this play happen. And he's looking towards kitchen, waiting for that one man to peek. He probably realizes there's gonna be someone there. Well, the bomb still has not even rotated over just yet, and well, right now Wildfire have time to get set up in this site, but also have time to push a little bit earlier if they want to. However, they haven't seen the bomb just yet. I think they finally did catch a glimpse of it. I see the rest of them start to rotate over as Asmo pushed up in the site, picks up one kill. There's fire separating MNL from the rest of his team as Crafter does finally return one. And that will now be a 3-on-2. Felix and Solik both coming in from that kitchen side. So what are they going to go for here? Bomb has gone down. They have AKs. Not going to have much health after that nade coming in, though. They always have the potential to pull this one off here. Two men towards bench. As flashes come in. MNL does take down Felix here. Now Solik at the last man standing. I'm not sure if he can pull this one off here. I would assume he's going to be saving the gun. And you can see he's actually pushing out a little bit here. Maybe looking for a kill. He'll spot out one man to his left. Won't connect with the shots just yet here. And he will just back away and save that gun here. So now 13-7. Wildfire after losing, you know, a round right there. The first gun round. Doesn't seem like it phased them at all as they picked up those kills.
Yeah, that kind of worked pretty nicely in the end for them, but it doesn't look as clean as I kind of expected. You look at the last game, you know what I mean?
Ich dachte, das wäre jemand ausgetimt.
Nein, die haben...
Leg mal bitte jemand eine Waffe. Ich muss mal kurz
Good
Headset
pause.
abnehmen. Ja, aber lass sitzen bleiben.
Don't know why we're listening to them in a pause, but we can hear them taking off their headsets.
That
That's
is
cool.
a great feature.
Cool
I'm
sound
a
effects.
big fan of that. I don't go on about sound effects. I know you want to start doing them, so just calm down.
I want to make my own sound pack for myself.
Yeah? Timeout. Thank you, graphics. Jesus, in case you weren't aware.
I kind of guessed because their headsets were off and
it's the
it
new
said
way of
match
playing,
paused.
man. It's the new way of playing.
Yeah. But still, I mean, like you're saying, Wildfire didn't look that smooth like they did on the CT half. I mean, everything they did
Yeah,
on the
of
CT
course.
side was just so well executed. They were very fluid in their movements
Yep.
and their shots. Everything was hitting for MNL. But now T side, I mean, it's not as easy for them to really get anywhere.
Well, they have to depend on MNL to go huge. Like, he's on, like, I think 23 kills, something ridiculous like that. I don't know if it's even stepped up further, but he was doing some serious damage, and he was in the right spot to be doing that, obviously on the CT side.
Playing that connector role.
Yeah, and you know, when you're playing well, you really do dominate the pace, but I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what they now bring. You know, they're back on an even keel, pretty much. And T-side, you need that execution. You need that clinical, smart play. And they started to show some of it then, but it just wasn't as clean as, let's say, for example, Alternate's B strats, when they first started to execute them. Very clean, very precise. Got worked out a little bit towards the end, you know, but still, why is... I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure, guys.
I can maybe understand that actually.
On the wrist.
Friction.
To be fair, no, it's
It's a little bit of padding, and also like the desk might be cold, or your hand might stick to it. Something. I can see that working out.
I'm not sure.
Whatever he's comfortable with. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously
fair,
you're an
like-
FPS player, so you know about peripherals, everything's set up perfectly in the
The
right
one thing I
spots.
do remember, I don't know if there's any COD 4 people in chat at the moment, but there was a really good player.
Is that a mod for
Kozji.
CS:GO?
Yeah, man, that's what it was. There was a really good player, Kozji, Yasko Burbik, and literally he used to have this like little towel he'd bring with him, and like he had the best deagle in the entire game. Like it was unbelievable. And he like to stop getting like sweaty hands, or like your hands get a little bit warmer if you've been playing a while. Like
Yeah.
he'd always have it with him just to make sure it always feels the same. Otherwise he'd get really uncomfortable. So he had that for like 2 years, and we're like, dude, we're gonna get you a new one of those. That's gonna be gross by now. So, that was
Hopefully
that
he
was
washed
back in the
it.
day. Yeah, we hope so, but maybe it's just a little bit of a comfort thing. So we'll see. But still, I'm gonna wait for these guys to get back underway. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but you can enjoy the grills in the background. Look at that camera shot. I knew it was happening. I knew. They're loving it. They're having a great time. All right, so the slow pan to grill face means we're back into the game. And if you're just tuning in, 7-13 is the scoreline currently in favor to Wildfire, who are now on the T side. So let's see what they can bring here. They're looking in a good spot to maybe get another on the board. And that takes them dangerously close to map point.
It does, and right now Sulik will connect with Mantis here, and you see Wildfire seem to have lost control of middle, which is really something you don't see often on this terrorist side on Mirage. But either way, they're starting to rotate around. Bomb is actually currently in middle here, so they went for a interesting little bit of a stack there, obviously, since they were saving, and they have been able to pick up 2 guns. So this is a good start for them, or at least 1 gun, sorry, as Crystal did secure that one. But they need to transition and turn this into a round. They have to get some more rounds on the board. And who are they boosting in? Is that
Right?
Rack? Okay, Rack doesn't have a gun, but he's boosting the site here. They do actually have a flash. No smoke, though, to cover them off. And it looks like they might be choosing right here as Wildfire is starting to push in towards this B site. Going to be making their presence known with this flash coming out. And we'll throw in a second here. They will rush straight into the site. Solik will take down 1, though. And now look for the number 1. He actually will get him on the car. And Rack still tucked in on the site, waiting for anyone to try to go for that plant here. As Croucher going to smoke it up here. Rack will still be able to see him here, but Rack gets the kill. We're looking for a second one. Is MNL all by himself. And that is exactly what Ultimate needed to do, winning another eco round.
Yeah, Sonic picking up 4. What a brilliant bit of play from them. And credit where it's due. He played that absolutely perfectly, one after the other, just picking up the kills when it really mattered. So, these guys need to stay focused right now. They need to stay in the game. Alternately, need to get back on par. They've forced, the opposition of the T side down to just, I think there's just a couple of a deagle in there. Nothing too much to mix with. No armor, no nades, no nothing. This is just a little bit of a bland, kind of straight up eco. Crystal enjoying that one. Oh, actually gets taken out by Mantis, so not enjoying it that much, but still, only Mantis and NKY left alive. And obviously they're going to be kept at a nice long distance and have very little way back into this, I can imagine, and try and kind of maintain any sort of damage that could have been caused. Alternate, just going to play it safe. Mantis, if he can get away with a gun, that'd be brilliant, but I think he's going to be struggling on this one. He does come around. He's going to spot out Asmo. Does pick up the gun, but now immediately challenged by Rack. Denies the pick up there, and we'll be having another round on the board for Alternate.
Yeah, so we got a game here, and I was actually trying to see, to try to hold on to as many men as possible. As you can see, 13 and 15 for Felix. MNL 23 to 11. I really wish we could see how many kills he's had in the second half. Maybe if we get to him, we can check that out, because he just does not seem to be as impactful here in the second half.
No, definitely not.
Well, Wildfire able to buy up here yet again. After with the AWP, he opened up B site last time with it. Let's see if we can do that for A yet again here. As you see them just spread up. Not really coming towards anything just yet. And again, I want to bring it up. We're not seeing any of those A pushes like we saw to Virtus Pro and Titan. Or Hellraisers just smoke every certain section off and just rush right in. And I'm actually curious why that's happening. Maybe meta has changed a little bit, but either way, MNL will be the first man down. And so even looking for maybe number 2 here with that op in hand. And you can see they're still just covering off all their bases. Mantis will be going through underpass here in just a few seconds. While the push at A might break out here any moment now. And it looks like with the bomb rotating through, they will be going for it. And that will allow Mantis to push in through connector. And Crystal, you can see with that extra, he's right there waiting for someone. And he's actually even a flash shot. He's going to make his presence known. He's going to run straight into him. I think he knows the guy on top. He will pick up the first one. Look at the second one. He will get it down. That is the bomb as well. And now Mantis, last man standing, will get taken down by Solik with the pistol. And Watson, again, only losing 1 man. They're starting to build up a little bit of a bank here, and this is probably the perfect time for that to happen.
They're playing so smartly, and they get themselves back in the game. Basically, they were struggling, you know, on the first half, and they've turned this one around. But they're still not in the lead. They still need to kind of pick themselves back up and keep forcing these guys to go onto eco. Keep kind of really forcing the point here. You know, last time around I think Mantis got a couple of kills, but nothing came from them. So I'm curious to see what they go for this time. A couple of smokes been put out by the CTs. And it looks like it's an all-in B push. Rack will be on the receiving end of this. And last time, it was a little bit of a bloodbath. Rack does get the first. Asmo joins in with the second, and it is going to be a whitewash. NKY is the last man standing, and not for long. Alternate are definitely back in the game here, building up those funds, barely losing any players as well. Rack was the only one to go down, and he's pretty stacked out anyway. So the T's need to make their impact pretty damn soon.
Yeah, they need to do it right now, too, because if they lose this one, they most likely will be on another eco. I believe we've had back and forth rounds a couple ago, so they won't have that big bonus built up for them here. And it looks like they want to go in for a B push potentially yet again, or maybe into underpass. And they seem to be looking more like alternate on that T half, where they kind of just are getting frustrated. They can't seem to make their way into sites, and B's been the only one that's been really good to them so far. And
Yeah.
we'll see if they can pull anything off here. Asmo and Rack will both be here. The smokes come in, they know it's happening, they're going to call in for the rotates, so they're even going to come out to try to stall them. Flashes as well, so good placements out of that for Rack, but the smokes come in, it holds them off from actually even seeing them go into the site here, and you see Rack struggling just for some vision, and Crystal he'll get taken down by Krauter, and Rack will get that kill onto the man going towards the bench here, but he will get dropped just by the side here through that smoke, and now Felix, the last man standing, and finally Wildfire, able to break into that site, but you saw the difference though, the place smokes, the place flashes, it got them in there, and they just completely whitewashed that.
Yeah, they obviously had to wait for the funds to be able to do that, but once they did, that looks a lot better. The first time we saw them trying to hit that side up, it looked pretty sloppy. Like, let's be honest here. But now they're looking pretty damn strong. Well, at least in that round, they looked pretty damn strong on their execution on B. Only losing NK, as you mentioned. Ironically enough, the previous B holder on the CT side. So Felix will manage to stay alive this time and maintain that weapon between his fingers. And now we will be seeing Team Wildfire very close to getting on to that ever-important map point here. So 14-11. Galil in for NK. They look like they want to get this one in the bag pretty damn quick. Deny any sort of confidence building for the Team Alternate side. And let's see what they're going for, actually. Just Krauter splitting off towards A, the rest over towards B, and they're going to be setting up those same similar smokes, but there's a 3-man stack this time. Yeah, it will be a stack out on B, so 3 players out there. Smokes are coming through, and then Mantis already receiving a big chunk of damage. This should be an easy pickup for Krauter. He doesn't get the shot off. Crystal takes him down. And we are going to be seeing a little bit of a push slowly forming towards that B side. Players now coming through. The smokes are dissipating. They'll be walking out right into the open. Asmo's got eyes on all of them. He takes down NK. Not going to go back in straight away for more. He's waiting on a little bit of backup because Solek now arrives. NKY goes down. And this is not looking good for the T side of Team Wildfire. It's not going to be happening in this round with Rack picking up MNL. Just Mantis standing. That's his second kill though. But he's going to have to pick up the ace if he wants a chance in hell here. And he's going to go for the third. That's 3. But the bomb is in a bit of a pickle. And he's still got 2 players and 46 seconds left to do it in. So, Crystal alive. Felix still up. He does spot out one. He knows where Felix is. 38 seconds and ticking. Trying to head back around. He's going to have to take down one of these guys, surely. 30 seconds left. Felix toying with the idea of going for a peek, and it's a matter of a waiting game. Mantis gets the tag as well. Felix is going low here. That bump does get picked up. 17 seconds. Not a lot of time to do this, but he does get the... Oh, Crystal just pushed forward. Spots down Mantis and doesn't even get the plant in the end, but a valiant try picking up 3, but it wasn't enough to give them the round. So Turner get on 12, still to Wildfire's 14.
And right now also, they're definitely fighting back, but you can see the funds aren't the... Oh, they're not terrible. I mean, you see 6K on Felix, 4K on Solek, so they can at least afford to buy if they do lose out in this round here, as apparently the German casters want to take us to desktop.
You know what?
You know? Not sure what that was about, but we are back in here either way. And as well, looking for that shot into middle here. We'll just need that one up. And NK has dropped, but it's going to be a save round. 4 Deagles on the side of Wildfire here. And, well, MNL will be able to pick up the kill, but Krauter, he won't be so lucky. He'll be jumping out and getting taken down right away here. And I really want to see chat right now what they're saying about that one, but Mantis, unfortunately, his deal isn't connecting either here, and it looks like Alternate will to pick up this round. You can see Mantis low HP, now 0, and now MNL and NKY, last 2 standing. And the bomb is actually retreating back from this B site here as NKY will lay it down to 1 HP. And eventually kill now MNL. He does have a gun. But he's got 2 people waiting over towards this site here. And he's actually going to try to get in here all stealthy-like. And he does get past Rack, but he still has to drop out. And he will spot Rack jumping over behind the van here. We'll try to back away just a little bit. But with 36 seconds remaining, Alternate are in no hurry to push after him here. And it looks like that will be enough as he's just going to back out. Even trying to fake him out with the pistol throw there. This will be round number 13 for Alternate. Gotta give them credit though. They're starting to play a lot better. They're starting to play like the team that we, really expected out of them.
See, yeah, exactly. Like having players like Felix, Asmo, Solid, Crystal, and Rack, they're all really accomplished
really
players.
good.
So when we say, oh, they're not playing well, it's more they're not playing to their potential on occasion. It's not they're playing badly at all. It's just, these guys can play at an extraordinarily high level. But sometimes they lacked a little bit of the execution on the T side. This time around, they are locking down Wildfire. I don't think we've even seen a full A push coming out from Wildfire yet. It's all been mid to B or mid, try to get pick on A, not really working. And I think once again, we're going to be seeing that B push. So, and we also see an auto sniper on Crystal, so that's going to go really well for them.
He's living the dream.
Yeah. Smokes and flashes through mid this time around. Crowder going for the peak early on. No one really going to be there this time. And it's the same old setup coming out from Wildfire towards this side. But this time around, Crowder does take down Sonic. So at least they get the opening kill. And now Wildfire going to have to make sure that execution is on point. Rack comes in. Oh, that is a beautiful molly. That's going to come out and literally burn their tippy toes as they run through the smoke. And Crystal laying in wait. Going down, yeah, they're all on this site. Flashes come through. Who will be the first to fall? You can hear that auto sniper going off. The bomb is down. NKOA finds Crystal, but Rack comes back in, avenging his fallen teammate. He could go for a real here. I think he is. The flash comes out. He's going to go in. He's surrounded by 4 players. 2 seconds left. He gets shut down by MNL, defending this one with everything he's got. You can see the desperate spray coming through in the end, but only Felix left alive now. He's taken down Mantis, but I don't think he's going to get much more in this situation. And so well played. Brave from the CT side to go for that kind of defuse.
Damn.
But still, that could have been something incredible.
That was so close. I'm even rewatching on the stream right now.
I think he got down to 1 second, I think, or 2. 1 second left.
And then he got picked off because they decided to check that one. So damn close, but good valiant attempt by him. But right now, Wildfire.
Ich mach Pixel, ich mach Pixel, ja.
Yeah,
German.
that's what they're doing. They're on map point right now, and I take it we're going to be listening to them on this one.
Mitte hoch, ich glaube, die sind Mitte hoch, oder? Der ist Mitte hoch auf jeden Fall.
Krakenwagen!
Schmetterling.
Bin ready. Okay.
Get ready.
Can't tell if they... Oh, they turned him off. Okay, so Crowder will take down Solik, but we'll drop to Crystal here right thereafter. And Crystal trying to hold him off with some flashes and some smokes. He's going to throw in an incendiary grenade right there to hold him off. But he has been permanently flashed this entire time. Bomb has gotten down here, and you see Felix so blind walking into the site, not even realizing where anyone is. And now it's a 2-on-4. Crystal still being very pushed up with his AWP. And Rack working in through jungle here, and he will have Mantis off to his left. Will he spot him out? He actually will swing around the corner. He won't get the kill onto him, though, and now Crystal picks up one. He's got 3 more minutes to stop, but NKY will pick him up. And that would be the first map in this best of 3, going over to Wildfire, the team that we both had pitted as the underdogs here.
Yeah, they really showed some great talent on the T side and especially on the CT side at the
Really
end.
intense music right now.
And yeah, get that hype. Get that hype. I'm super pumped right now. But obviously you can see MNL on the screen there. And also they've got the maps come back on though. They have the choices coming up. It wasn't their choice, funny enough, but it will be Dust 2 on the way. And we saw that being the defining map in the last game. And
those are the guys that were switching the camera out of the game, just let you know.
Yeah, gonna blame them.
Wasn't
So
us.
any blame, head on over to their stream and be like, guys, let's easy on the tabbing. Let's calm down.
She
You
could
can
have
come
had
back
worse
to
things
us.
up on his screen, though, at that time.
That's very true. It could have been a lot worse. But still, that was a
Sorry.
good first map, to be fair.
Yeah, it was really good.
Very close. And the early lead that seemed to come through for Team Wildfire, they converted quite nicely. Although, though, did come back very close to kind of turning that one around. They had the advantage in money for a good, good stint in it. But they just couldn't seem to close out in the end. And, I'm surprised we didn't even see one A plant, one A push. It was just completely down to mid and B. It's a weird game. I'm not sure why they didn't fancy the chances. Like, we saw maybe, I think, one at the end then. But that was one round out of a fair few. So I'm kind of surprised we didn't see more.
Vielen Dank an unsere Caster.
Wow,
Ja, das
hello,
haben viele
Melly.
Leute irgendwo erwartet, irgendwo aber auch nicht. Das ist ja das Schöne.
Goodbye, Melly. She's chilling out with Chris J. I can throw her up on the screen. She looks a lot better than I do right now. I'm just like stuck in this little kind of like cardboard box.
Your eyes are so blue, though.
Yeah, but Melly's top is really blue as well, and it's sparkly. So she's kind of winning on that one. We can give you some Melly. Look, there you go. Melly and Chris J. They're having a great time. Chris J looks super happy.
He looks so thrilled to be there.
Yeah, he's having a great time. He's like, I just want that Siberia headset. I don't even care.
One thing I want to point out, though, that Wildfire, I think, did particularly well is they stayed calm.
Yeah.
After losing that eco round.
Melly. Everyone's just like, Melly. Sorry, guys. I have to find some amusement.
Maybe that
Do
real
carry
lemon
on.
guy will do a blog about her.
I can only hope so.
But I mean, they stayed calm. They lost that first eco round after they won the pistol, and things got really slippery for them. Alternate picked up, I think, 3 or 4 rounds straight after.
Yeah.
And yet they still held strong, and they ended up coming out with, a favorable CT half here, and not to mention coming out ahead in that T half. But Dust 2, that's going to be an interesting one, because I want to compare the Oppers, Crystal versus Krauterhumpen. Who was...
Please don't say the whole name.
Humpen. I feel like he was more... or pulled off playing an aggressive sniper better than Crystal was. Because he was the one who opened up B a couple times, like getting a kill onto Rack when he was jumping by the car. He was being aggressive middle, pushing up, and... I mean, we saw Crystal... What are you smiling at?
I think Melly's trying to give Chris J something, and he just looked like, what have I done?
Should we make up the conversation that they're having right now?
No, because my German accent
You can be Chris J, I'll be Melly.
All right, go ahead.
Ooh, so... I can't even go that high. So, Chris J, we have this glass trophy for you for being the best sniper in Germany, the MVP.
Yeah, my tracksuit bottoms feel great.
They look very comfy.
Yeah, das ist gut, ja. Yeah, my German is pretty lacking.
My voice does not like going that high. If you believe it, actually, when I was younger, before I went through, what every man does, puberty,
Right.
I used to be able to be really high pitched.
I remember you and Apollo having like a squealing contest at some point.
I remember that.
You guys seem to be enjoying our...
Can I go back to making sound
stream.
effects?
No.
Das ist gut. Das ist gut, ja.
It was more the random... What did you come out with when they pulled up the voice comms?
Krankenwagen.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a very angry word for
It is.
ambulance.
Everything sounds so angry. Like as like Reddit and most of the internet know, Schmetterling for butterfly. Like every
Yeah.
other language is so beautiful and nicely descriptive. German Schmetterling. It's just
Yeah.
like angry. I don't know. It's not cool, man.
I'm trying to think of other words that sound very angry, but I just can't.
You can hear
Well,
the German.
there's an
There
angry
you
German
go.
right there, just honking the horn.
I don't know if you can hear that, guys, but outside someone is.
Is that a Turkish wedding?
I think so. Yeah. You don't need to go and check. Because we aren't waiting on the second map, obviously. Jason just
I
got
wanted to
walked
know.
away.
I wanted to know. I think we could go to a break though if we want to stop talking nonsense.
Do you guys want us to go to a break? I think you want to. Yeah, I think you want us to go to a break.
Wait, that was fun. I'm not gonna
I
repeat
like
it, but
that. I liked it. That German hate wedding.
oh hey,
There's Oliver Lozef.
oh, okay,
That's,
so
that's the producer, man. I think we're going to a break, so we're going to go to a break. I'm not sure. Like last time it started pretty quick, didn't it?
I think we have a little bit of time.
Yeah, we'll chill out for a bit, guys. We're going to put some of my really bad music on just to offend Jason, so we'll be back in 5, so you keep it chilled.
That was Ollie playing right there too.
Yeah, man, he's really good. Actually, no, I'm going to put this on. All right, here we go.
Wow.
All right, we're out of here. We're back in 5.